This video is about how you can create proper professional bibliographies using Word without having to go through all the pain of typing it up by hand. Here's how you do it. When you do any kind of research in a subject, whether it's websites or books or whatever it might be, you have to acknowledge where you've got your information from. Word makes this very easy now. You're familiar already up the top with the tabs which say Home and Insert and Page Layout. There's one there called References that you may not have used. Managing your references in Word is easy and it makes your work look so professional very quickly and simply. Here's how it works. You have to understand the kind of information that goes into a reference. The nice thing with Word is it tells you what you need to know. If you click on References and you click on Manage Sources, these are the sources of your information. A screen like this comes up. It shows you all of the sources you've already created. That is none here. It shows you over here all the ones that you have currently used in the document you're working on. And of course at the moment that's also none. To add a new one, you click the button that says New. And it says, alright, well what sort of source is it? Is it a book? Is it a journal? At school, most of you will be using books, and if not books, you'll be using websites. Odds on, they'll be the two big ones for you. Once you get into senior school or uni, you'll be using journal articles or articles in periodicals. That's like newspaper articles. But at the moment, you'll be using books and websites. So here's how you do it. Let's say you got some information from a book. You select book. Word shows you what it wants you to enter. So you just say, okay, for a book it wants the author. Corporate author means if the book wasn't written by a person, it was written by a company. So like I'm looking at printers, Epson printers, and I'm referencing the Epson printer book. It's not going to say it was written by Rowan Simpson. It's going to say it was written by Epson. That's called a corporate author. The organization is the author. So that's where you tick that box and put in Epson there. Most books are written by people though, so they're just a normal author. What's the title of the book? What's the year it was published? What was the city that it was published in? And who is the publisher? What you'll notice every time I click on something down the bottom here, it changes to give you an example. That is really helpful so that you can see how it likes things expressed, particularly author. The trick with author is to manage surnames, first names, and how to separate authors. So this is showing you an example where there's multiple authors. A guy called James D. Kramer is one author, and Jackie Chen is the second author. So look at how they do it. They go surname, comma, first name or initials, and then a semicolon to separate the authors apart. Now I've grabbed two books. Let's say I've used The Interactive Whiteboard Revolution, Chris Betcher Lee. If you look on the title of a book, you usually get a good sense of what it's called and who wrote it. And if you look inside the front cover, you're looking for this sort of information. What was the year it was published? Who was it published by? Where was it published? That's the information Word wants. So let's say this is a book I'm going to use. I'm going to go back into Word. What have I got? It's written by Betcher, C, and Lee, M. So author Betcher, C, a semicolon to separate them. Lee, M. Those are the authors. The title of the book was The Interactive Whiteboard Revolution. I can nearly spell. Okay, The Interactive Whiteboard Revolution. The year it was published, I think it said 2009 inside the cover. Let's just go and check that. 2009, Acer Press, Camberwell, Victoria. So, the year 2009, the publisher was Acer Press. The publisher was Acer Press. The city was Camberwell, Victoria. And then you say OK. And it turns up on your list. And down the bottom it shows you how it will format it for you in your bibliography. I'm going to add one more reference now, which is going to be of a web page, so you can see how a web page works. So again, it's another new source. It's not a book, this time it is a website. Wants more information. Tricky thing to notice, it wants the author. That can be tricky. So let's go have a look at one. Where is a website? Let's use this. Okay. So it's all about interactive whiteboards. I've got this website mob called Endergadget. Endergadget looks like it's the name of the website. The title of this page, you look up on the blue line. Let's go back to Word. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead. It wants to know the author, the name of the web page, the name of the website. Let's start with that. The name of the web page is Endergadget. Sorry, the name of the website is Endergadget. Is that what it wanted? Name of website is Endergadget. The name of the web page is this bit you see here. Epson shows off, blah, 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 blah. Now, thankfully for me, it's just there, so I can copy it and paste it in. If it wasn't there, you have to type that out. If that feels a bit long, you can go, this is going to be weird, but it's not too hard. If you go View Source, it opens up this hideous looking, like really horrible looking page of stuff. But what you'll find up the top is the word title, and then a whole bunch of text that you can copy. That title line is the name of the web page. So I'm just copying that over to Word, paste it in. Back over to website, and get rid of that. I don't need that anymore. It wants to know the author. Alright, look, on this one I actually happen to have one. Often you don't, and if there isn't one, I'd go with Endergadget as the name. If it doesn't tell you who wrote it, this is telling me who wrote it, when they wrote it. That's really handy. So this is June, L for her. Author's name. June, L. No semicolon, because there's no other authors. What else does Word want? It wants to know year, month, day it was written. Year, month, day I looked at it. So the year, month, day it was written was 2010, June 29. 2010. I always look down the bottom. It wants the full month written out. Okay, June. And for day, they just want a number. So not 29th, they just want 29. Year access, that's easy, that's today. The day access, I don't even know the date, it's the 13th. Now the URL, that means the web address. URL is this thing here. The simple way to get that is to right click it and say copy. Really easy. Right click, copy, back over to Word, paste it in. Click OK. And then it shows you how that will turn up in the bibliography. So what we're going to do now is leave this screen and go to Word and put in a bibliography. So I'm closing that screen. I'm making myself a new page because a bibliography will go on a new page. I'm typing bibliography, and if you go up the top here, bibliography, and then click bibliography. Don't worry about works cited, they're exactly the same. I'm just ticking bibliography. Then what pops in is a beautifully formatted bibliography that is automatically in alphabetical order. And just like your table of contents, if you click on it, you can then update the thing and it will refresh itself based on every entry you've made within this current document under references. That's it. Watch this video again, perhaps press pause, go and practice. It's not hard, it's really powerful.